And the Hoosiers stayed so prized in possession. It's the old oaken bucket that I heard of a coach who won it for the first time and slept with it that night. From Bloomington to West Lafayette, the fans look to have their say in this in-state showdown. Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. It's the Purdue Boilermakers and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Indiana head coach before the game. One of the things Coach talked to me about was just the importance of getting their quarterback going. This transfer quarterback has been everything they needed and more. They are so grateful they picked him up in the portal. And now today, he is close to going over 3,000 yards for the season. They feel confident with the script. They meet every Friday night to see exactly what plays the quarterback likes. So they are confident they'll get him that mark early in the game. I'll keep you posted on how that looks down here on the field. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Indiana's offense will have the opening possession of the game. The Hoosiers had no problem as they ran away from the Boilermakers the last time they met.
And that was a game Purdue fans want to forget. They made way too many mental errors in that one. It really was Purdue.
Yeah, and I guess Purdue needs to produce today if Purdue wants to do something special.
Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Got his man in the middle. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Made a defender miss. Makes the grab and run the run. The 20, the 10, into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
That is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep, and how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that. We've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see them not adjust. And then, listen, you could see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner so he can come up and make a play.
The Boilermakers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him. Last week, man, he had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor.
There's a crease. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it with Gibson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
On the ground with the counter. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
And the Boilermakers are flying down the field. to the air on first down. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Turning it on. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Boilermakers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Handoff for Jarrett. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover.
This defense, man. A lot of times on 4th and long, you see conservative calls where they back up in heavy zones. Man, they bring pressure, catch them off guard a little bit, speed up the thought process, do a nice job of mixing it up, and because of that, they force the 4th down, incompletion, and they get the football back.
Offense getting set for first down. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Barker. Could not make his way to the corner. And, guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Got it in the middle. It's Becker. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Working on the right. He's running free down the middle. And he scores! Touchdown, Indiana!
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Incomplete thanks to the great defense. Pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete to the left. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Boilermakers will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Gibson. Got enough for the first. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right back to the well. And explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Quarterback decides, let's think this 4th down play over, and he calls a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The run inside. It's Beebe. Runs through the tackle. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like, the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have 2 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. To the air, it's Hoover. Bringing the heat. Finds his man down the middle. Got it across the 35 to the 36, but the defense knew that line to defend, and they force a 4th down. And the Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. The old Oaken bucket dates all the way back to 1925, but the rivalry itself goes back even further. 1891, alumni associations from both sides decided what's the perfect, most suitable trophy? Well, of course, an Oaken bucket.
Yeah, of course, a bucket. A bucket's the perfect reason and the perfect thing to fight for. What are you going to win today? I'm going to win a bucket. No, but I mean, I think the history of it's cool, but Jesse, when you make it a trophy game, it's just so much more fun. It's so much more energy. It's so cool.
Makes the grab in their space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it...
Might have a chance. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's the give off the left side. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete on the right side. Breaks into the open. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind them, and that's where you can make big plays.
After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Here's the pressure. He's sacked. This defense... over it.
In that second down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. You saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Big guy smells it. He'll be stopped short. It'll be fourth down, and let's see what the decision is here. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Trying to power it in, fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. He is in, takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Purdue!
The head coach's heart just skipped a beat. Looks like they were going in for the easy touchdown. When he puts it on the ground, everything's going bad. But Johnny on the spot, somebody was paying attention, David, and is able to hop on that ball for a touchdown.
And that's why you always keep competing. Coaches are going to harp on that all the time. Finish the play. You're never out of it. You don't know what's going to happen, and that's a perfect example. Ball gets on the ground. Offensive player now says, oh, crud, I got to jump on it. Jumps on the football and gets a touchdown.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety.
Well, he was trying his best to get out of the end zone, but the penetration up front is what got that safety for the defense. Shooting their gaps, winning the one-on-ones. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Purdue will will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. This rivalry dates back to 1891, and you want to know how important the old Oaken bucket is? When Lee Corso won it for the first time, he slept with the bucket.
There are NFL players that don't sleep with the Lombardi trophy, so that just shows you how important this trophy is to these two teams.
Well, it shows you how awesome Lee Corso is, too, because he's also the guy that, when he had a lead at Ohio State, called a timeout, brought all of his players on the field, and took a picture of saying Indiana was beating Ohio State.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Running inside. It's Beebe. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Lets it fly. Soft spot in the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
When you play zone coverage, and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll run it from the gun. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Defense storming into the backfield, making the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and it's 3rd down.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too, because of the field position with the offense backed up. They know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate that they ain't have. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Oh, that's going to be a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
All right, drops are a part of football. It's a part of offense. What's really important for this quarterback now is to come back to the receiver, even after dropping that ball, to show him that you still got confidence in him, and you know it's a long game.
Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
And that's an interesting choice for this offense, and specifically for the quarterback, man. 4th down, throwing the ball underneath the stick. When you're not getting a 1st down, you got to put that ball on the money, have your guy with some open space so he can run. Defense was all over that drag route. They broke on the football, no space, nowhere to go, forcing the 4th down.
Trying to keep this drive alive. Knocked down inside the red zone, and they pick it up on 4th down to keep this drive moving. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And holding on to the lead, the offense will simply take a knee, and that's how we will wrap up the first half. No surprise, looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the Texas Longhorns. And it's Texas A&M eyeing an 8th straight victory today. It's been a dream start to the season, and this game has been no different. This fan base is fired up. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Bloomington. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Purdue and Indiana plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We check in with Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Boilermaker.